The Yeti, the Sasquatch, the wood ape, the orang pendek, creature otherwise known as Bigfoot. Elusive, never caught on video until now. So come join me on an epic adventure where we untangle all the myths, all the lies, and track and capture this elusive creature once and for all. So only 1 in 10 people believe in the existence of Sasquatch. The other 9 out of 10, well, they believe in things like the Tooth Fairy, mermaids, the Easter Bunny, or that Dr. Seuss is a real doctor. Well, I'm not really here to convince you with my words the existence of this creature. Rather, I'm going to show you. So hang along with me for the next 30 minutes. And I will show you undeniable proof of the existence of Sasquatch. You too will be one of the 1 in 10. One thing about being a Sasquatch hunter is you got to be calm, cool, and collected. Let me tell you something. If I see Taylor Swift one more time at an NFL game, I'm about one fart away from losing my shit. So sometimes when I need inspiration or a little bit of energy, some people like coffee. I don't drink coffee. I like to stand underneath these power lines. You hear that? It does weird things in my head. Ooh. Oh, it's like a jolt of caffeine. What the hell was that? So anyhow, these people, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Minnesota, Hoxatawny, Tinseltucky, these yahoos that say they seen Bigfoot in their backyard, they're full of shit. They're just trying to get in the news. Oh, gee. Easy there. Something's got the dogs all riled up. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It must be a Sasquatch. It must be a Sasquatch. We're gonna go stealth mode now. Here we go. Shh, shh, shh. Listen up. You hear that? From the distance? Airplane. It's the government. They're looking too. Don't kid yourself. Just gotta be careful. Not only Sasquatch in these parts, but you've got different crocodilians that hang out in the swamp. As you can see, the dogs are doing a sweep. Sure, it's safe for me to pass. So frequently, when I'm out on the trail and I see other fellow Sasquatch hunters, I notice their methods for capture of Sasquatch involve lethal methods. You know, they're out here with samurai swords and chainsaws and anti-aircraft artillery. I don't do any of that stuff. I mean, they're out there to kill the animal. To me, it's unethical. It's inhumane and unacceptable, quite frankly. My methods are a little bit different. My goal is capture the animal in a humane way. So what I do is I set up traps that involve, where the animal might sustain, say, a traumatic brain injury or 2 to 3 severed limbs, non-lethal, much more humane. Last thing I want is the folks from PETA crawling down my back. So I'm trying to do this the right way with the capture of the animal. So Dino, down in Oregon, calls me up the other day and he says, "Hey Benny, I got some access to some hand grenades and some claymore mines from my old man's war stash from back in the day. Do you think it's cool if I use that stuff for Sasquatch?" Hey man, you do you crazy motherfucker. Anyway, that's a lot of firepower, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we're dealing with a creature of exceptional attributes and abilities. So you gotta counter that with sometimes some weaponry that may seem a bit unconventional, nevertheless effective. People always ask me, I'm out here doing my research, searching, if I pack heat, if I use some kind of a gun, taser, zipper zapper, something like that. No, I don't use any of that stuff, man. What I do, fisticuffs. since that last thing. Government says I can't even have a gun. Your government ain't my government. America. People always ask me, they say, you believe in ETs and cyborgs and Wendigos and all that kind of shit? That's old news, man. That's 5 o'clock news. That's amateur stuff. You see that shit everywhere. Oh, fantastic. I'm lost again. Now what? So one of the reasons why I so dutifully hunt, track Sasquatch is, I figure if we capture them, we'll be able to use them as an alternate food source. And if you think about it, we have so many people with dietary restrictions in this world. You got your vegetarians, you got your ketos, you got your pescatarians, egalitarians, libertarians, you name it. You got people that won't eat meat because of the sacred cow. People who say, I won't eat fish because they swim around in their own feces. Or, I won't eat pigs because, well, they're pigs. I mean, I've never ever heard someone say, I won't eat Sasquatch. But make no mistake about it, given the opportunity, Sasquatch would eat you, no problem. What do you think happened to Christopher Columbus? Think about it. Uh-huh. My point exactly. What do you think that is? Somebody's got a taste for meat. I often hear people saying, you can't eat Sasquatch. He's got feelings. Well, I got feelings too. Feelings like eating some meat. Uh-huh. Those of you wannabe Sasquatch hunters among us, it's an exhausting experience. I ain't gonna lie. But the rewards are fruitful. Kind of like your first kiss from a man. So you've all heard of woodpeckers. You know what they do. But these are not woodpecker holes. This is a squatch pecker. Breeding behavior. I don't need to explain it. You figure it out. Yesterday I got an email from Joyce. She wants to know. She says, hey genius, Sasquatch get COVID-19? First of all, I don't appreciate the insult, unless of course you do mean I'm a genius, which, my apologies, Joyce. The proof is in the pudding. I mean, look at me. It's COVID-19. You ever think about it? What about COVID-18? COVID-7? What's COVID-1? Is that like AIDS or something? You'd think the bad one would be COVID-13. That's the one you don't want to get. So, I mean, that was like 4 years ago, COVID-19. Shouldn't we be on like COVID-27? Just a thought. Hey, Big Pharma, you invented a vaccine for stupid yet? So look around here. Look at this wasteland. It's despicable. You believe it? So all you idiots out there with your chainsaws whacking down places like this, why don't you find another material instead of all this wood? How about this? Build your house out of Legos. We keep going at this rate, we ain't gonna have no Sasquatches left. I mean, despicable. What the hell? Another misconception, probably made up by some group of gas-huffing hillbillies down in the Riviera somewhere, is that Bigfoot is a big creature. That's not true. Bigfoot is a small creature, about the size of like a barn weasel or a thundercat. Just a little, maybe 16, 18, 20 inches tall, maybe 5, 10 pounds. So you gotta look down low. You can't look up high. You're not gonna find him. Look for signs near the ground. Let's notice all the tracks, the urine stain. They like to dance when they pee. That explains all of the footprints around the urine stain. You don't believe me? Get up. It's just science. Coming up on something interesting here. It's like a makeshift prison of sorts for the Sasquatch. It's like there's been a jailbreak. As you see, some of the boards are busted. There's also strange cans. Bud Light. Apparently they drink Bud Light. Gaps and cracks. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got some huffing Sasquatches here. This is not good. You know, it's like tweakers. Unpredictable knowing that stuff. Hope we don't run into them today. Just saying. This could be bad. What in the hell is that? Something down in that thicket, maybe. So what I'm going to do, based on the evidence around, is go ahead and set up some surveillance, some cameras, some audio recording devices, and see if we can't zero in on this creature a little bit better. So let me turn this camera off, test my gear, and I'll get back to you here in just a minute. Yeah, let's turn this guy off. There we go. All right, let's test this. Check. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so wrong. Is that on? Light on? Oh, I leave this on. You can see we've got some different traps set out. This one has been triggered, but it is empty. Coming up on another trap. Just open, but empty. The bait used to trap the Sasquatch is like a CD. It's got to be 80s rock. I found that to work really well, like Winger or say Trickster. Some of the quality music from the 80s. Notice, we've got a poop in there, but no animal. Interesting. So I think this is going to be the area where we're going to put our trap. Look around here, you see this kind of teepee, like wiki up kind of shelter set up by Sasquatch. We have all these broken branches next to this rock pile, presumably for cover. If we wander over here, it's another sign. A telltale sign. There it is. Feces. And that is definitely Sasquatch feces. If you look at the shape of it, you've got these indentations, which is due to the sphincter pressure as the animal is exiting the scat. And don't ask me how I know about their sphincters, but I do. There's only really one way to tell if this is truly Sasquatch. In the name of science, here we go. Earthy. Tastes like mushrooms and dirt and shit. What I do in the name of science. One thing to remember, to take into account, is that I'm a trained professional. I've been doing this a long time. And for those of you rookies out there, my advice might be dangerous. So, be careful. use at your own risk. Some of you may have noticed, been AWOL for a couple days. Had a bit of a stomach bug. End up in the hospital. Doctor says, probably something you ate. Pfft, what does he know anyways? Doctors just want to get their hands on you so they can pump you full of vaccines and whatnot. Not to worry though, because I'm back at it. I'm ready to implement phase 2 of our plan. Now that we've found the appropriate spot for Sasquatch, now we're going to work on trapping the little critter. And I got a heck of a good plan for that. Alright, so the trap is completed. You can see the bait. We're going to use Bud Light. I know that works. I've seen empty cans of it around here. Attached to knife. The idea is the creature's going to come, grab the beer, maybe plop down, have a nice drink, grab the beer, which will trigger this stick to drop down. Poof! Right on the top of his head or the base of his neck to incapacitate the animal so we can grab him and study him for research. Demonstration. Boom! Gotcha! So what I like to do when I know I found the perfect spot is bait the subject. What I use are these biscuits. Now, these are homemade, great-grandfather's recipe. Can't really tell you what's in them, but what I can tell you is Sasquatch love them. And the beauty of it is the Sasquatch is the only animal that loves them. You're not going to find raccoons or deer, cougars, bears. They're not going to touch this stuff. Okay, specific bait for Sasquatch. Step around here a bit. Over here, there. So we are 24 hours out from the placement of the trap, and we're coming up to the area. And we're going to come up here quietly, see what we see. Here we go. So just right around this corner here. Stay back, dogs. Stay back. Hey, heel. Heel, heel, heel. Back up. Shh. Quiet. Heel. Trap's been set. The trap has been set. Oh my gosh. Oh. Darn it. Let's see what happened here. Can of Bud Light is still there. Oh, you can tell Sasquatch has been here. Dog is sniffing around. Signs of the animal are everywhere. Well, glad they enjoyed the beer. Where's my knife? What's this? Nope. Can you read? Can you read this? Again, the scent. Scent of Sasquatch all over this thing. What do we got here? So you're gonna have to help me with this. Hey, dummy. Hey, dummy. Thanks for beer and Nif. Knife. You are a jerk. Oh, real cute, real cute. Hey, dummy, thanks for the beer and knife. You are a jerk. Unbelievable. Not gonna be so lucky next time, Sassy. Took my knife, drank my beer. Darn it. Well, you can't let these disappointments get you down in life. Get knocked down, gotta get right back up. So, we're gonna look for another place to trap around here. Maybe set up something else. So, let's see what we can do. So we've got some fresh snow today, which is really gonna help us with our tracking. Let's take a look at our audio surveillance we had set up over here. Let's see if we got any data. Let's see what we got. Shh. Listen. You hear that? I think we just struck gold. Tracking this sound. Sounds like it's up ahead. Not sure what it is. Sounds like a distress. Animal in distress, maybe. Let's see what we can see here. Check the snow for fresh tracks. Be very quiet here. Very quiet through here. Dogs are acting weird. Dogs are onto something up there. Something's been walking around up there. Oh my gosh. Something's in there. Something's in there. What is it? What is it? Look at all those cans of paint. Is it an OD? Oh my gosh. Dad coming. It's a creature. It's a creature. Oh my gosh. Oh, leave it. Leave it. Hey. Leave it. I think it's asleep. I think it's passed out. Huffed one too many cans of this paint. Oh my gosh, let me get the net. Subject has been captured, incapacitated after some blunt force trauma to the skull. Was able to subdue the creature. You don't want to miss the next episode. It's going to be off the hook. Subscribe, stay tuned, comment, please like. Be safe out there. There's Sasquatch in these parts. Is fate a measure of destiny? There's destiny, a measure of fate. If a tree falls in the forest, and no one's there to see it, is it truly a tree? You ever feel like you're being watched? Do these pants make me look fat?